Hi, team. So a topic that I have been thinking about a lot lately is ambassador retention. I've been hearing from a lot of you guys, how can I get my ambassadors to stick around? Well, there's a few different ways to do this. And the topics, within this topic are definitely your attitude and enthusiasm, your onboarding process, the Plexus experience that you give them and getting started fast, and then also your follow-up with them. Your attitude, energy, and enthusiasm really do play a role in the mentality of both your team and your customers. If you're genuinely enthusiastic about this business and these products, that is extremely contagious. You cannot fake that enthusiasm. It seeps through into everything that you do. Your posts on Facebook, your energy in conversations, your conviction when talking to people about Plexus, and your energy on the team boards. If you go very hot and cold all the time, the message that you're sending to your customers and your ambassadors is lack of passion, lack of commitment. If you're solidly in this and have unshakable belief and are convicted in this, people are drawn to you like a magnet. That enthusiasm is so contagious and it makes things so much fun. So one of the biggest things that I see is ambassadors not being active on team pages and message threads. If you have a team, I guarantee you that they notice that. I don't care how much behind the scenes work you do with them, people notice, and it will harm your business. It skews their view of you, and it may even prompt them to go to somebody else for advice and for leadership. And it most certainly models the fact that they don't need to be doing a whole lot. Conversely, if you're extremely energetic, active, you're commenting on contests, you're commenting on posts, they can see that you're attending trainings because you're commenting below the phone trainings and the recordings and that kind of thing. You're posting to your team pages and adding value to the page, and you're asserting yourself as an active, knowledgeable leader, your team's going to follow suit. They're going to do exactly what you're doing. So the onboarding process is also extremely important. What do you need to do when you sign a new ambassador? You send them a welcome email with our training guide, our compensation explanation, product instructions, and whatever else you think is necessary, no matter if they're wholesale or not, and that's key. Add them to the team pages immediately and not days later. When people sign up, they're extremely, extremely excited, and they're filled with hope and enthusiasm about the products. You must take advantage of this. Everything you do must be done with a sense of urgency. Wholesale ambassadors and selling ambassadors alike must receive a call from you within their first 48 hours to go over their products, the training guide, and their back office. You should cover that back office in depth with them. If you don't know it yourself, you need to make it a priority. If you don't know the different systems and the different processes for auto qual and that kind of thing, make that a priority to learn that. And if you're brand new and you're signing ambassadors, good for you. Get on this call, this call that you need to make within 48 hours of signing somebody with your upline to run this call for you. But everyone must have this call. It is the most essential part of this process. Your energy, your enthusiasm will come through, and you're showing them that you're there for them and that you can provide them support. A lot of times you feel really lost when you sign up. You don't know what you're doing. And this confidence from the get-go with Plexus, it's invaluable. So these people must have a great Plexus experience. Hold their hand through the initial month and show them how to find things. Train them, get them on calls, and get them going to meetings within their first month. You have to do this right away or you've lost them for good. They need lots and lots of follow-up at first. In fact, your whole team does. You have to be a present leader to all levels, not just your level one. Offer them help, answer questions, build relationships with your team beyond your level one, and show your team who you are and just be there for your team. All levels of your team are your team. Always remember that. And that leads me to troubleshooting. We have to troubleshoot with our ambassadors. If they say that the products aren't working, work with them to get them working. We know these products work. Everyone has a different starting point, different health concerns, different habits. Everybody's body reacts differently to this, so we have to work with each person to make sure this works for them. We can't have them give up at the first sign of an issue. We also have to set expectations from day one that what they need. We have to set expectations from them about from day one, that they need to give these products 90 days to do it, to work. So we need to be very bold in that. Their bodies didn't get to this current state overnight, so the products won't work overnight. The products work from the inside out, and we have to work with these products, and that's a big deal. These should be in addition to some healthy lifestyle changes. So setting expectations of what might happen, that die-off, that detox, these expectations from the get-go are so imperative, so that they are ready for and expecting what's going to happen. And they aren't playing catch up and thinking that the products are not agreeing with them. So this leads me to one of the most important points and one of my biggest topics that I talk to you guys on our team board, and that is starting fast within this business. Your goal for your new ambassador should always be to get them to silver in their first 7 days. And it should always be to get them to 500 PV in their first month. Fast success and a great first check is going to be what leaves them wanting to achieve higher and higher. It allows them to see our amazing comp plan in action, and it helps them build belief that they can do this too. I've had a wholesale ambassadors go fast start gold, so never, never, never count your wholesale ambassadors out. Your focus should be getting those wholesale ambassadors going too. Always add them to the team pages and bring that high energy that I was talking about and the enthusiasm. Plant those seeds with them to help them find some accountability partners to do this with them, to take the products with them. Encourage them to post a selfie with their Slim and just announce, hey, I'm taking Slim. They don't even have to say that they're selling it. They can just say, look what I started, and that's it. And that could be the start of a huge business for them. So this is where your enthusiasm really, really plays a role in getting them excited about the products and the opportunity. And my last point with this is that ambassador retention, it really does have to do with your attitude and your follow-up too. You have to check in with your ambassadors. You can't just throw them to the wolves, so to speak, add them to the team pages and let them go. You have to follow up. You have to train. You have to check in with them and see how they're doing, see what their thoughts are, see what's happening in their life. And you want to help them with those products and that product knowledge, show them where to find things. If they feel that they have that great support system, they're going to stick around. And it also helps them remain consistent with the products too, because that's a big deal when you first start out, trying to get in that rhythm of taking these products. And so obviously you're going to have some attrition on your team. I don't want you guys to think that, attrition is horrible and bad. About 30% of people are always going to quit. That is just the nature of this business. If you're seeing rates higher than that, you might want to look at your processes, especially your onboarding processes and your activity on your team page and the activity and group threads that your uplines are running. Just anything that that's visible to your team, you want to have very visible activity and visible success happening. So just remember, your attitude, the onboarding process, giving your ambassadors a great Plexus experience and getting them started fast are all keys to help you have great ambassador retention. Thanks, guys.